They'll go to the ground. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. And the Cowboys moving quickly to the line. From the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's just overwhelming. A lot of backup offensive linemen. There's been a lot of moving parts all year. And when you have backups at center and backup at guard and right tackle against this defensive front blitz scheme, 3rd down just continues to be a nightmare.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Looking for a man. It's Washington. He's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. All right, guys, let's talk a little Merrill. The big-name running back, always a great get and recruiting role. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media. And
there we go. Stopped at the 42, and he got 15 yards on the play. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed.
And the ball's free in the backfield. And the ball goes out of bounds. They'll mark it right at the previous line of scrimmage.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Long shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. And offense right there, very lucky that one went out.
When you go away and you take pictures and I don't know, I've never been on either.
And the Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll move the tight end. The give to the running back from the shotgun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Let's take a minute to talk about Merrill. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help him out a lot because of his speed.
memories were 20-year-olds up, 35-yard line with my family.
Watch every game, we don't miss one. I don't think you have a choice anymore.
The people that are out there every day are Buffalonians, so the fans literally built their stadium.
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Search now on apartments.com.
When your question is actually a bunch of questions.
What's the best time this weekend to host a backyard barbecue? And what's something impressive I can
Here
grill
comes
other
the
than to stand
Maryland
right next to
offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think, put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Gilbert. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on that drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Dropping back, it's Washington. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it along the sideline. They get him down on the play, and this big-arm sophomore's not afraid to show off the gun.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. To the air on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Maryland! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Coming out with it, it's Fields. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Flores. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some
Hey,
pressure
I'm
on
not
the
doing
quarterback.
it, bro.
Slow
Make
down
this stuff
in their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. Got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Catch in the middle. It's Fields. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. Defense in press coverage. He's got it on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Gets the back moving. Give to the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass. It's Flores. Oh, they're after him. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's 1st and goal.
And the Cowboys line it up with a 1st and goal. Got his man. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Here's the handoff. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking to throw, it's Washington. Right down the middle. On target to the left. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
That's reeled in. It's Gilbert. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time. Spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. The give to the tailback. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks, good things happen for your defense.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up for it.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. It's good. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Fields. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking downfield, it's Flores. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Breaks into the open. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fields. They'll make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Hicks. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Flores. Grabbed over the middle, it's Fields. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Tosses to the quarterback. Caught on the outside. It's Washington. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Cowboys will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Manning. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things, and that first half needs some more big plays here to get this W.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in a rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep your foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you're trying to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
The quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. To the air, it's Washington. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
To the air on second down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
The Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. And that one looks great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle, prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The offense changing the play. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He hurls one deep down the left side.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Back to throw, it's Flores. Makes the grab down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on second down. Here's the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man to the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
The Cowboys with the 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Cowboys back to the line on 1st down. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Cowboys in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Under fire. Trying to... There he goes. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Flores. Makes the catch. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back to pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Wants to go up top. Swings it out to his running back. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
Yeah, and that's a big stop on this defense because now you've got this offense in a predictable situation. It's 4th and goal. We got to get the touchdown, but now we got to put the ball in the air.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. To throw, it's Flores. Looking to the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that 4th down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and turnover on downs.
Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
The Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And the Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He wants to change this route. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Sends it downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
The Terrapins will send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Cowboys can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try it over the left side. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
The Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Flores. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to get it through the air. He got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the extra point gives him a 1-point lead here in the fourth. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Manning. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Washington. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
In this moment of the game, late, you need your quarterback to be playing his best football. This is when you need him to be the most accurate and to make the best decisions, and he has not yet completed a throw here in the fourth quarter. That is bad news for this offense.
Going to swing it on second down. Throws for the tight end. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Terrapins will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Manning. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Smith takes the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Washington. Got it in the middle. It's Fleming. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. It looked as if they just completely forgot about the tight end. They lost him, Jesse.
And, Reese, how can they? Because he's huge. He's a massive target, and he's right there in the middle of the field in front of everybody. That had to be a bust.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Had to get rid of it quickly. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Flores. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 20. Touchdown, Terrapin! And they turn it into a defensive score.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up, They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Firing toward the end zone. And wings it incomplete. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep...
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season.